Happy Sunday morning. It's the first one of August 2023. And we have another book by Ezra Jack Keats. Yeah, we haven't read this. It's called The Trip. And we recognize this character. He would use the same ones over and over. I can't remember if this is Peter. It's not Louis. Remember a dad for... Well, we'll find out. Louis. Yeah, we're right. Or, yeah, Louis. Louis and his mother have moved to a new apartment, away from familiar places and friends. In his loneliness, talking about normal human emotions, Louis creates a diorama of his old neighborhood inside an empty shoebox. Through his imagination, Louis escapes to the world inside the box and back to the friends he left behind, only to find that new friends could be found just outside his real front door. This classic Ezra Jack Keats story of friendship is as appealing and fresh today as when it was first published. Adapted into a musical theater piece, called Captain Louis, it is now possible to see The Trip on stages across the country. Do you remember hearing about that? I don't. But the author's collage and paint illustrations project just the right quality for Louis' dream trip. So you see the elements here? All right, let's take a journey with him to Marcia Roth. Okay. Louis' family moved to a new neighborhood, just like talking about how my neighbor moved to, well, it's a segment, but anyway, a new neighborhood. And change is inevitable. Embrace it. To everything there's a season, and to every purpose under the sun. So the more we accept the edits and the pivots of life, the more satisfying we'll see day to day can be. He didn't know anybody there in his new neighborhood. No kids, no dogs, no cats. And remember, Louis was not that verbal early on in his life. So he really battled with some loneliness issues, as far as talking externally outside. But you can have internal conversations with yourself, right? We know that we're telling ourselves messages all day. Some neurologists and scientists say we have 70,000 messages that we tell ourselves a day, and a lot of times they're negative messages. That's why we have to take ownership of those thoughts and flip them, and say, yes, I will be strong. I am beautiful. I am smart, right? Because you want to say, oh, I'm a loser, I'm lazy, I'm no good. Okay, so let's get back. And there weren't any steps in front of the door to sit on. Oh, no. Louis sighed and went in. That's a beautiful painting right there. He got an old shoebox. He made a hole in the front, cut out the back and part of the top, and began to paste things inside. He was a creative being. He taped a piece of colored plastic on the top of the box and another piece on the end. He hung his plane from the top and closed the box. Wow, very creative. Louis looked through the hole. And again, wow. Oh, isn't this beautiful? What he saw, there's the plane, the string, the outside of the box. Isn't that wonderful? Hey. Louis pretended he was flying his plane. He flew higher and higher over the moon. He landed in his old neighborhood. It was very quiet because he had a lot of friends in the old neighborhood. Yeah, look at this. He wandered around. He could hear his own footsteps. Where was everybody? He passed Roberto's old house and stopped suddenly. Moo. What's that? Ah. Okay. Dressed up. All right. He turned around and ran as fast as he could. You couldn't be doing this in Chicago neighborhoods at night by yourself, just wandering around. Oh, no, you can't. He was trapped. What is going on here? Some scary looking folks. What? Hey, wait. I know that tail. It's the cat. And you're Roberto. That's a cat. And the tail here. And you're Roberto, and that must be Amy and Archie, his old friends, his crew. Oh, a big smile on the face. This is beautiful. Hey! They were his old friends. Surprise, they yelled. We're doing a trick or treat. Louis took them for a ride on his plane. Everybody ran to the windows to look at them. I wonder, is this one of those, you know how the artists make an appearance of themselves? I think, yep, that's him. That's Ezra Jack Keats here. You know how Spike Lee would do those cameos in his movies? And they'll just write it in or draw it in? Well, that is Ezra Jack Keats. That's so cool. Oh, he has other pictures of kids. This is precious. Everybody's happy. It was time to go home. Everyone was waving. Trick or treat, Louis heard from far away. This was in his imagination, huh? Come on, Louis, his mother was saying. Let me help you on with your costume. They could hear the kids outside yelling, trick or treat, trick or treat. You know, his mom was so supportive and so positive. And that story, Louis's New Surprise, or Louis Gets a Dad, or Louis Wants a Father. Yeah, she was just a force in his life. Louis went outside to join them. Oh, so you got an ice cream cone with an umbrella, a butterfly, and a robot. Okay, and that's it. Ezra Jack Keats grew up in Brooklyn, spent most of his life in New York City. His many award-winning books, including The Snowy Day, Whistle for Willie, and Goggles, were all Caldecott Honor books. He was a major fundraiser for UNICEF and a participant in the 1971 White House Conference for Children. The Ezra Jack Keats New Writer and Illustrator Awards are given annually in his honor. Yes, and he has a website. Well, this was a treat. We don't have to look for tricks or treats, you know. I used to be a participant at Halloween, but, you know, because we can have the delights every day and focus on, you know, the goodness of life. And we don't have to put scary images and looming words and thoughts. No, guard your heart, guard your mind. So I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you for this time, and, you know, take some time to sit and daydream and take your mind to different places, and the places you will go, and you will enjoy the journey in that staycation of the mind. Enjoy.